They had no cities, no written language, and barely 1 million people. Yet in a single lifetime, these nomads on horseback conquered more of the world than anyone before or since. This is how the Mongols built the largest land empire in all of history and accidentally connected the entire world. At its height, one empire stretched almost all the way across the known world. And it was built in a single lifetime by a people with no cities at all. To understand the Mongols, you have to picture the grasslands of Central Asia. For centuries, scattered nomadic tribes roamed this vast ocean of grass. They lived on horseback, following their herds through brutal winters. They were superb riders and deadly archers, but they were bitterly divided. Then one man did the impossible and united every warring tribe under a single banner. In 1206, he was proclaimed Genghis Khan, the universal ruler, and he turned this fractured people into the most fearsome war machine on earth. So what made the Mongol army so utterly unstoppable? Every Mongol soldier was a mounted archer, riding since before he could walk. Each man kept several horses, letting the army ride up to 100 miles a day. They could appear from nowhere, strike, and vanish before an enemy could react. Their army was organized in perfect units of 10, 100, 1,000, and 10,000. Commanders were chosen for skill, not for birth, a radical idea for the age. And they mastered the feigned retreat, luring proud enemies into deadly traps. The Mongols also used terror as a weapon of war. Cities that surrendered were spared. Cities that resisted were wiped from the map. And they were quick learners, adopting siege engines from the peoples they conquered. With this machine, the conquest came at a breathtaking speed. China, Central Asia, Persia, and Russia all fell within a single generation. The scale of what they built is almost impossible to grasp. The Mongol Empire covered around 24 million square kilometers, nearly 5 times the size of Rome, and home to over 100 million people. It ran from the Pacific coast of China to the plains of Eastern Europe. In 1241, Mongol armies crushed the knights of Poland and Hungary. All of Europe lay open before them, defenseless. And then, one of history's strangest twists of fate saved Europe. The great Khan died far away, and by law, the princes had to ride home to choose a successor. The invasion of the West simply stopped and never came again. But the Mongols were far more than just destroyers. Once the conquering was done, they imposed an iron peace across the whole empire. For the first time, a merchant could travel safely from China all the way to Europe. It was said a maiden carrying gold could cross the empire and never be harmed. The Mongols allowed every religion and promoted talent from every nation. They ran a vast relay system of riders, an imperial postal service across a continent. Ideas, goods, and inventions now flowed freely between East and West. Gunpowder and printing began their long journey westward toward Europe. An Italian named Marco Polo traveled these very roads to the Mongol court. The world, for the first time in history, had become truly connected. But those same open roads carried something far darker as well. The Black Death rode the trade routes west and helped devastate all of Europe. In the end, the empire grew simply too vast to be ruled by one hand. It split into 4 great Khanates, each ruled by a branch of the family, from China and Persia to Russia and the heart of Central Asia. In the east, Genghis's grandson Kublai Khan completed the conquest of China. He founded a glittering new dynasty and welcomed travelers from across the world. But an empire built on conquest could not conquer forever. Slowly, the Mongol rulers were absorbed into the great cultures they had conquered. The Khanates turned on one another, and one by one, they crumbled and fell. Within a few generations, the largest empire in history had faded away. And yet, the Mongols changed the world forever. They connected East and West as never before and reshaped the map of Asia. The trade and ideas they unleashed helped spark the age of exploration to come. Today, millions of people alive still carry the bloodline of the steppe. History remembers the Mongols for their terror and their conquests. But they were also the great connectors who first stitched the world together. A scattered people with nothing built the greatest empire the world has ever known. They did not just conquer the world. For a brief moment, they united it. And in doing so, the Mongols helped create the connected world we live in today.